Russian attacks on Ukraine energy sites particularly depraved, UK PM STARMER says. Russia's attacks on Ukraine's energy sector on Monday night as temperatures dropped to 20 C4F were barbaric and particularly depraved, UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer has said. He made the comments after speaking to US President Donald Trump hours after Russia hit power plants and critical infrastructure in the capital, Kyiv, and elsewhere. The attacks came at the end of a week-long pause that Trump had asked Russia's President Vladimir Putin to observe as a fierce cold swept Ukraine. Trump said on Tuesday that Putin had kept his word and that he would like him to end the war. Top U.S. envoys are meeting negotiators from Russia and Ukraine in Abu Dhabi on Wednesday and Thursday. Asked by reporters whether he was disappointed with Russia's renewed attacks, Trump said, The agreement was on Sunday, and Putin went from Sunday to Sunday. It's a lot, 1 week, well take anything, because it's really cold over there. The damage from the strikes was extensive, with more than 1,000 tower blocks in Kyiv without heating and a power plant in the eastern city of Kharkiv beyond repair. Residents were forced to spend the night sheltering in metro stations, with some pitching tents on the platforms to protect them from the freezing cold. The authorities have been setting up centers around Kyiv for the city's inhabitants to go to warm up. They are also importing more generators in order to cope with longer blackout periods as engineers try to repair damage. Ukraine has complained repeatedly of a shortage of missiles, urging allies to deliver more. NATO's Secretary-General Mark Rutte was in Kyiv hours after the attacks and said he was urging member countries to dig deep in their stockpiles and provide the missiles Ukraine needs. President Trump has been leading efforts to end the war, but his Russian counterpart has refused calls for a ceasefire. U.S. envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law, are meeting teams of Russian and Ukrainian negotiators to thrash out the US's proposed peace deal. The most difficult issue on the table concerns Russian demands for Ukraine to cede the rest of the territory of the eastern industrial region of Donbass that Moscow does not currently control. And Mod police probe into sightings at USAF bases in Norfolk, Suffolk, and Gloucestershire concludes. British troops will get extra powers to shoot down drones near military bases, the UK government says. 15 others were reported injured in the strike near a bus carrying the workers on Sunday. The BBC's Russia editor reflects on the difficulties of working as a British journalist in Moscow. Residents in the Ukrainian capital are finding joy in unusual places, despite power cuts caused by Russian attacks and freezing winter temperatures. Copyright 2026 BBC. The BBC is not responsible for the content of external sites. Read about our approach to external linking. Subscribe to Neuron News and turn on notifications to stay updated with world developments instantly.